All right, family, let's start with a prayer. Oh, shit.
I'm on the phone again.
That's right before we talk to Jesus.
He love me. Dear Lord, universe, thank you for bringing us here once again. Thank you for the new year. Thank you for new blessings out in the world, new opportunities, always keeping us safe, always keeping us healthy, always keeping us intact. And we pray for the rest of the world, and we pray for everything that's good that comes towards everybody and our way and our family's way. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Welcome back to the NSP podcast. I'm your host, Mackolous, and I'm here with Shay Monya, Trelly, and my boy, Zo. And we are the NSP podcast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Topic of discussion of the day
What we talking about?
is on how do you know when to end a friendship? Now,
That's a good one.
that is a good one. Let's start out with, what do you guys define as a friend?
As a friend?
As a friend. Not talking about associates. We're not talking about none of that.
Because it's levels.
It's levels.
See, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
levels.
Like, because I know y'all females be having like this best friend forever thing, or like just a regular friend. So, like, how are we leveling this right now? Because like,
You want me to? So
Yeah, I
I
will
would
ask you
say I would consider a friend somebody who I can trust, somebody who I can confide in. Like if I'm going through something, can I call you? Like, can I trust you with, whatever I need to say? Of course, we have like, stuff in common. There are things that we probably like to do together. We spend time together and I can have fun with you. But like, because I feel like I have friends for different things, the main thing I need everybody to have is, can I trust you? Like, do I feel like you give good advice? Do I feel like you know how to like keep my little secrets? Like, are you loyal?
I don't get. It's hard for me because I don't really have friends. Like,
You go straight to family.
yeah,
I
like
feel you.
I don't have. So I like.
So you got a long associates phase for people, do you feel like? And then they become family?
I do think it's kind of complicated for guys, because guys will be like, oh yeah, I fuck with you, but it's just like, that's it.
Right.
Because
And
I got
then it's
niggas,
like, oh
but,
no, that's my bro.
But yeah, I got
Right.
niggas.
Exactly.
No,
Right.
for real. Because I got niggas that I known for years. That whenever we link up, it's love. You my dog. Cause you ain't never did nothing disloyal to me. But I also got niggas that I know like y'all, like I'm gonna really ride for y'all like to the death. Like so.
We family, niggas.
But that's the point. So I'm like, it hit a little different. When the end of friendship, I just can't answer it because I have never ended it like unless you did something disloyal. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So other than that, I don't really have a like. If it's toxic, I don't know how to balance it. You get what I'm saying? So
That's true, because I find that in myself too. Like I
Yeah.
only have like 2 long-term friends like
Yeah.
that predate the like top of high school. So for me, that's like 16 years of a friendship. But it's like, even them, I consider one of them, well, both of them my family, really
Yeah.
much, because one of them, I'm the godfather of a
See?
daughter. So it's like, that's
Yeah,
my
it
family
convert
now.
like
Like
that.
it converts.
So I don't like. I've had a few faulty friendships, but I thought they was family. So it's like I guess
hurt
we
a little
going-
different.
So
yeah,
it hurt. It's a
little
different level of
different.
betrayal.
You feel me? So that's why
felt
like I didn't know when to end it because I didn't think it ever would happen.
Exactly.
So did you end it?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
in my eyes, I did.
Okay.
And love
I just-
sometimes kind of make it hard for you to feel like you want to end something. It's like, oh, I hate that you did that, but I love you. But it's like, I don't know if I
It's
can keep rocking.
a grieving point to
Yeah.
me. Like that's what it took me. Like once I got over the grieving point, like I noticed my life's still good without you. So I mean, it was love. I cared for you. You my nigga, low key. But go ahead about your business.
Do you got a lot of friends?
No. No. I mean, for me, it's kind of different just because it goes back to, like I said, I bounced around a lot. Like I moved around a lot, so it was real hard for me
That's real too.
to stick with long-term friends. I mean, I made friends,
And that's
but
pre-social media. You can't
Yeah.
just say follow me at
Exactly.
the next school. Like,
Exactly.
I'm going.
I made friends, but
Might not ever see you again.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still finding people on social media. People finding me on social media that I went to elementary school with, and I went to elementary school. So like,
right.
But yeah, so I didn't even have to. A lot of times, I didn't even have to end friendships. They ended for me because I did that.
Yeah.
Right, and you don't get no numbers.
Exactly.
Last day of school, that's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Trelly, you got a lot of friends?
Do I have a lot of friends?
Yes.
Yeah, the fuck
Yeah, it's six.
Yes, he does.
He does.
I feel a lot of people.
I feel with a lot of
See?
people.
A lot of people fuck with me though. And these are not like, these are people like, you know, just build rapport with over the years. Like he said, you know, you got the friends that, you know, always around is all love. You know, we may not talk every day, but you feel what I'm saying? When important events come up, make sure we touch bases or whatever. But yeah, I'm just big on loyalty. So as long as you loyal, we good. I ain't really got a question. So that's most of the people I bring around.
And then a lot of the people that, because I do have a couple people who have been around for 5, 6, 8, 10 years plus, shit like that. So, but when you get to that, it's like, I consider you family.
Right.
Like they were saying, so I don't really think, I say it all the time, I don't really got friends, I just got a bunch of family.
So,
Yes.
cause it seems like we all got that same answer. Have
Same
we ever
mentality.
had an experience? I mean, other than what I just said, because obviously y'all know me.
But the audience
you had
don't know
to-
you, dog.
Huh?
The
You know what I'm saying?
audience-
Like, I mean, I'm not
That's
gonna break down the story. I'm not
Right.
gonna go into depth, but I'm saying, like, have you ever had to sit there and say, like, I gotta end this friendship with a person, or I gotta end this family ship, whatever the fuck we want to call it, with that person?
You know what? As an adult, I feel like I really evaluate my relationships with people way more.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, you should because you're getting older. But like, I feel like every time I'm about to, like, say for example, the new year just came in.
Yeah.
I really sit and think like, okay, is there anybody who may not come into this new year with me? Is there like relationships that I feel like it's okay if we sever these ties right now?
Yeah.
Because, you know, certain things like, if you being mature about a situation, like some stuff is small and it's like, all right, I ain't got to sweat this. Like we might need to have a conversation, but we can move forward. But then sometimes it's like, in the grand scheme of things, do I really feel like you have my best interest at heart? Do I feel like I'm going to take you with me and whatever my next phase of life may be and stuff like that?
Or,
I
my
think.
bad.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Or are those, because like you said, shit can be small, but are those small things going to keep happening? Because those
Very
small
relevant.
things keep happening, that shit going to get to add
That's
up.
what I was about to say. I something about women. Y'all value y'all friendships a lot different. Than
We
men.
do.
Like, cause some reason is like, it's a more emotional thing than how we do shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I hear women say all the time, like just cause it's not about you being there, it's about sometimes being your presence. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that, like as a friend. So if you're not doing that part, it kind of alleviates, and that's when you feel like you analyze it like how you did for the new year, or you know you can make a decision. But how do you sit there and say like that's not a good friend no more? I'm ready to stop being.
So let me
friends with
say
you.
this, and it's funny because
You feel me? Like
I literally was just watching
'cause-
this TikTok yesterday, and as this girl was like telling the story, she was talking about how she stopped being friends with one of her like close friends that she'd known since like kindergarten, and she was like above 30. It's like, damn, that's a long time to, you know, get ready to say I'm about to cut you out of my life. But I think what happens is as we grow up, you kind of, you
grow
know,
apart.
you grow apart. Now, sometimes that doesn't mean we have to stop being friends. It just means I can't do everything with you like we used to. But sometimes it's like,
ain't your
okay.
best friend.
Or sometimes it just means I don't think for what you got going on and what I got going on, we're going to be able to do this together anymore. And so respectfully, let's just split. And it don't always got to be like bad blood and a whole like war that, you know, ensue. But sometimes
A lot of times with females,
Things-
that's exactly what happens.
But I was gonna say I feel like niggas don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. Like if it happens, it happens. I mean, like
for guys, I feel like it's a gradual thing.
Yeah,
It just
like, we don't
happens.
talk
It's
about
not a
it.
I was
conversation.
about to say,
We don't
y'all
need to
probably
talk
don't
every
talk
day.
about stuff as much as a
what I'm
female.
saying.
don't
I
need to
think
talk
because
every day.
it's like I don't want to say it like
Niggas.
this, but it's like a natural instinct, I guess, for females to kind of like
bitch, I ain't talking to you in 3 days. You weird.
See, no, I'm not. Now, let's be real and let's be like honest. I'm almost 30. I don't talk to any of my friends every day. The last time I talked to my friends every day was in COVID. I ain't had shit to do but pick up the phone and talk to you, right? It's too much going on in my life and yours to think that we're gonna get on the phone every single day. I got a job, I'm in a relationship, like shit is happening and I ain't got time for you every day.
24 hours.
But if when you need me, you know I'm there, then that's not a reason for us to break up. Now, if the chips is down and I'm going through shit and like you know I'm going through shit and I don't hear from you, yeah, that might hurt my feelings and we might need to have a talk. And if your response don't really make me feel like, oh, that makes sense, I understand, then yeah, something can happen. But as a woman, yeah, it's normal for me to like vocalize to anybody I have a relationship with, if you hurt my feelings, how that made me feel, are we about to move forward from this or do we just need to call it?
I got a question for the males. Oh, I don't even know we got this subtopic now, but I got a question for y'all. What's like the 2-3 things that could make you say, fuck this nigga? Like your man, like your homeboy, or somebody you was cool with. What's the 2-3 things other than disloyalty? Because that's all everybody answers. What's something that make you say like, oh yeah, you on some weird shit? I gotta get about my business. I got one.
I say one.
Yeah.
Pretty much if they talking about you behind your back.
Of course.
If they can't say it in front of your face and they gotta say it in front of somebody else. Of course. That's what I call sign disloyalty.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all hear first.
Pussy ass nigga baby.
Pussy ass nigga baby.
By definition,
Right.
what would you call
talk about it.
pussy
Pan
ass
B.
ninja? Yeah.
Pan B, that's what you call it. You a Pan B ass nigga.
Just some whole shit like.
Kill said does some whole shit like.
Yeah, that's a fact though. That's a hood term, but that's a fact.
What's an example you've had?
Yeah, give
before?
an example
Shit. Just
for our non-hood followers.
for a nigga to sit around talking about another nigga all day. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. You doing
Or
females.
player hating. Oh my God, player hating is some pussy ass nigga behavior.
Yeah, you like
Yo,
instead of trying to get at the table, you envying it. Like I don't like
you got some friends. No, you got some niggas in your circle that say y'all around women or something, and they'll
bring
just
side
show
showing
off
off.
more than.
Women do it
They
too.
use-
And but as a nigga
Women do it
that
too.
but no, I get they definitely do. But as a nigga, when we more laid back, you see the energy that just gradually comes to us. We ain't gotta do all of that other shit like being all hype and being all extra. So, and then when I say like player hating, if I see he get emotional, I'm not ready to be tried. Take they shine.
You feel me?
It's just a little shit like that as a man. Like, all right, my niggas, do y'all thing. Like, I ain't gonna be that nigga that's gonna try to jump in the mix and try to make it seem like it's all about me at that moment. 'Cause it's not. Right. So if it gradually come towards me, then it come to me. Simple.
All right, D, what about you?
I'm just talking real.
Nah. I was thinking about the subject.
Come here. I'm that nigga. Yo,
I'm messing with you.
As this group right here, we do not force shit. That's one thing we can say about shit. We do not force it. It gradually comes. Simple.
What you got, D?
Like with the light. All right, cool.
What was it about that?
He said, what is something that would make you stop telling yourself you fuck with a nigga?
He said pussy ass nigga behavior.
If it's somebody that continuously calling my phone or hitting my phone for something, but disappear when I try to hit their phone for something.
So
Regardless,
you that
of
for
it,
them, but they ain't that for you.
pretty much.
Shit, not even that. They only hit your phone. They want something.
That
right?
too.
Yeah.
No,
That too.
that's a
That
big
shit
one, my nigga. That is definitely a big one.
That's when I just stopped answering the phone.
Don't even greet you first. Don't exchange
Yeah,
presents.
like, hey, yo, can you do me a favor, yo?
Hey, yo, you
No,
got
fuck,
$10?
no, I can't.
Good
You're
morning.
done. Your
Hello,
favors is ran
how
out.
are you? The fuck?
How you been?
Right.
Your favors.
Shit, how's the family?
Right,
The fuck?
like, yo, that's another thing too. That's a fact. Check up on niggas, man. Like some like as homies, like I'm not gonna say like we the best at communicating like that, because of course not. But every once in a while, see how a nigga doing. Don't wait till some bad shit happen or something crazy going on. Then make sure I'm good. No, make sure I'm good on the strength. So.
And when shit is not good, I think it's important if you call yourself somebody's friend to know how to like be delicate with what they going through. Because that was another thing on a TikTok that I was watching. This lady basically said, you know, I had to stop being her friend because I was going through something. As I was expressing it to her, I didn't feel like
She was insensitive or something like that.
yeah,
Well, in
she
a
was like,
sense-
I don't feel like she my safe space no more. I don't think she can handle
She probably
my
was
stuff.
yeah,
and it
I
was
said
like,
she probably
damn,
was
that
tired
is
of
heavy.
it.
You said what?
She probably was tired of like she probably couldn't handle her stuff that she got going on. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean,
like
that's
people,
valid.
when people vent, you feel what I'm saying? Like I'm in a space like, all right, I understand what you're going through, but I'm not in a space where as though I can really help you because I'm still going through my shit.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they asked me, they was like, do you ever feel like you everybody's therapist? And I was like, yeah, what you mean though? She was like, because I
You
feel
did?
like, huh?
You feel like you everybody's therapist?
I mean, and sometimes, just
Okay.
because, and it's not a bad thing, it's just because I feel like y'all come to me, and I don't even feel like it's on purpose. It's just like we be sitting there just having a conversation, and you might just try to just get some shit out, and I'll throw you some advice, or maybe I'll just be sitting there listening. But I mean, I feel like we all each other's therapists in a way. But yeah, it was basically like I feel like, but she was basically like, between everybody who was trying to hit my phone, I feel like I'm overwhelmed. But I feel like I would be selfish if I said
No,
I
you
would
not.
exactly.
Ain't got time
And
to
I
do
was saying you wouldn't be selfish. It would be more selfish on them if you don't understand, because it's more than just them hitting your phone. Plus, you got your own shit that
Yeah,
you're
own
dealing with. So all that is going to pretty much make your fucking head explode. And if they can't realize that and still trying to force this shit on you, they don't really care about you. They care about what they got going on.
Now I got another thing. I want to flip the sides a little bit, cause sometimes a friend can be overbearing, like, and they don't realize it.
Yeah.
Like they try and have all your attention, all your, all your energy, and sometimes you can't give it. So there's a balance to that shit. Like I feel like somebody I know, her and her friend fell out because the other girl was basically saying like, yo, you smother me too fucking much. Like,
I was just about to say that.
I need some time away from you. Just like any relationship, you need a pause or a break. You feel me? Sometimes to get themselves together and then miss each other a little bit. So if you smothering that person, that's another thing that might cause the relationship to go bad, like the friendship.
Question: how do you feel like? When do you see it as an issue? Like you said, as far as smothering and shit like that, when does it feel like it's turning from a friendship into more like a
Codependency.
or like a relationship?
I think when it comes to like
She's
that,
talking about-
it's like an expectation at a certain point. Like the other person might expect you, like, yeah, we going out this weekend, like every weekend or something like that, or like I call them around this time, like every time I get off work, I call them. Like when it becomes an expectation, I think that's when
Like
it's
a habit.
the over
That
the
one,
boundary.
and I think it'd be weird is when a friend feels like I can't have another friend. You feel me?
That's
yeah.
That would be my
Now, I ain't gonna lie,
alright,
speaking as a
calm the fuck
woman,
down.
that is a thing that like I've gone through in several different friend groups. Like the invitation of a new friend, make an old friend feel threatened, or well, I'm your best friend, and who is she? And oh, y'all. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's some stuff when we
males don't
women
do it like that.
has,
Males
like
are-
we've evolved. Like when I was younger, oh yeah, that's some stuff that I've
Males will hit you with the, oh yeah, that nigga don't fuck with me for real like that no more, you feel me? Or some shit like that. Niggas ain't gonna be on some weird shit like that. The fact that they want to hang out with you every time. Yeah, like, so.
No, but I've seen it because I got like, of course, I got my two female best friends. Of course, one of them was a lot longer than the other one, and she didn't fuck with the newer one when she found out about it because she was like, "Fuck, is you replacing me or some shit?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
See,
nah,
that's
but
the female thing.
yeah,
It's called being, what's damn? Fuck. Territorial.
Well, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
yes.
But it
Security.
What's
The wrong
crazy
way.
is now they love each other, but like it was,
And
I
that's-
saw that.
yeah.
Shit. It was crazy. I don't understand it.
So let me ask y'all this: what would make you have more of an impact on letting the friendship go, time or the bond with the person?
What would make
The
them more?
answer
Like,
is
what's
not
worth?
time.
I think, yeah, bond.
I really think the answer is not time, and I'm almost talking to like our younger viewers right
Time
now,
too.
because a lot of people think, especially when you like maybe a teenager, that oh well I've been knowing you since kindergarten, girl, so I'm your best friend, and it's like, listen. Time does not necessarily mean nothing, especially if in the time that I've known you, we haven't gone through something to really for me to feel like you really stand. Because a lot of times, your closer friends are people who have seen you in all types of storms and like loved you through it and got on the other side of it with you. If you and I have never gone through something, or I like you proved yourself to show enough be a friend to me, the fact that I've known you for 25 years does not mean as much if that friend who I met 2 months ago helped me when I was going through a divorce and I was depressed, and like in that little bit of time she didn't really proved herself. So the answer is not time, it's the bond. It's like, do we got substance in our relationship that I'm showing up standing 10 toes behind you because I know that's how you come about me.
Yeah.
If you ain't starve with me, you can't eat with me.
Yeah, I think it go hand in hand. So they like if you got both of them, that mean I'm really fighting for that shit. Like I'm really fighting for that relationship to last.
Yeah.
But I agree with her. Yeah, that's more so bond. Anybody?
No, I agree as bond. I mean, like she said, time don't really mean shit.
Time does not do it.
It depends on, like she said, it depends on what you go through at that point in time. Because I can have somebody who I've known for 15, 20 years, and we just see each other every now and then type shit. But I got somebody who I've known for 5 months, and we've been locked in for those 5 months. Of course.
That's real.
If in that 15, 20 years, all you do is see me smile and giggle, like, of course everything's sweet while everything's sweet. Or you gonna come around when shit gets sour, when it's sticky. Like, I'm going through something. Where you at?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Same for you, Trelly. Bond.
Yeah, Bond. I'm a Bond guy. You know, I'm a people's person. So.
For sure.
I would say Bond too. I'd say Bond too. So what's some things that would make you think you growing apart from somebody? What's some signs?
I got a big one.
Go ahead. 2.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna ask him to say 1 for right now. If I'm leveling up and I'm bossing up and you not like trying to match my energy, or even I'm not saying be there, but you ain't got no real motivation. Cause a lot of moves that I'm gonna be making, you're not gonna be ready for. So that's how I'm be like, all right, you know. And that's just for any relationship. I feel like if I'm doing on some different shit, and you still in the same place or same boat in the same, you know what I mean, same lane, then I feel like I gotta love you from a distance in a way. You feel what I'm saying?
That's so interesting to me because I have like a friend of a friend who seems like because of the place where she's elevating to in life, she is like cutting ties with people who aren't doing the same thing.
I agree.
But it's like,
level.
why do we have to stop being friends? Because I can
No,
love you from
no,
wherever
Like, that's what I'm
I
saying.
am.
It's not that. I don't think it's you gotta stop being friends. I think it's because I'm the type of person, if I level up, if I'm getting to it, or I can see myself leveling up, and what was it? Lift as you climb. Lift as you climb basically means as you moving up, just bring somebody with you. Like just spit the game behind you. It's not hard. It's not.
Yeah, I
it
agree.
don't cost nothing to give you no game. So like, might as well just pull you up as I'm coming. But if I'm sitting there trying to pull you up as I'm coming, and you still sitting there, then I just gotta leave you there at that point.
Now, if you did wait, I understand that, and that's what I feel like you were just saying in
Yeah, I
your
think it's-
illustration. But what I'm saying is like, if for where I am, you know, I'm not gonna say that you can't level up, but I'm just saying that for where I am, like I'm good and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Why does your like leveling up make you feel like
I think
you
we
want
talking
to
from
cut
different
ties?
phases. I think that's different.
Okay.
You made it to me. If you living good, you living fine. You can do what we do. That's then do your thing. But if you sitting back, you ain't really got all your I mean, all your
Okay,
shit
you
together,
watching
all your
this friend stay
dominoes locked
stuck.
up.
It's kinda
and
like
you
you-
complacent and you just and you leeching at that point. It sounds like, I mean, if
I
you're
see- I
not,
know
then
what
that's
you're talking
different,
about.
huh?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because now
I see
you
that.
just you're not really bringing no motion towards what the whole package. I think family ties has to do with this when it comes to like just want to see everybody grow together. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you complacent and you living good, that's different. But if you complacent and you just bummy ass nigga low key, like, and I ain't got time for that. You feel what I'm
Alright,
saying?
I feel you. That's
And I'm gonna
think-
separate myself from
I
that.
remember I watched this little clip that I saw the other day. It was Kevin Hart basically talking about how he was like, it's no fun being rich by yourself.
In facts.
Because
Yeah.
like you can't, your homies can't do nothing with you because you
They
doing
don't
all
got that
this
bread.
$1 million, $100 million shit, and they still got $1,000 pockets. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I
you
think
gotta
as
pay for everything.
I
for
think
real.
as
You want
real
to.
niggas, like we all want to make sure we here. Now somebody can get higher, but at least we know we all good at the end of the day. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
If you can fend for yourself, you got them things that you can do. If you need me, I'm here for you because somebody's here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody's up in that level where they can be able to take or help if need be. So that's
Right.
kind of how I think I view shit.
Right.
Now if you down here. Nah, we
Right.
can't. You feel me?
Right.
We can't interact no more. I think that's just an adult thing too now. Like,
Yeah.
It is.
because
Nah.
I got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, you feel me?
And
So
at that point, you gotta figure out, okay, how they looking at you type shit. Like,
No,
as far
that's
as,
true.
like,
I
if
definitely
I'm
feel you.
all the way up
Envy,
here,
all that
that's
shit
what I'm saying. Like,
comes into play.
how they really looking. If you all the way up here and they all the way down there and they still trying to like, how they really looking at you?
and let me think, because I've had
Yeah.
family.
Because we cutting ties if I feel
The fact that they were here and we was here, and now we here, it's like, oh, these niggas, yeah, they really not our family like that because they envy us more so. So it's like, that's kind of the level. Like if my family can do it, a friend can definitely do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
So
because it all depends on status.
Yeah.
Sometimes it really
Hell
does.
yeah.
Because you can have the same friend having your college degree. Somebody ain't graduate high school. it's
Indeed,
different time, different mind state might be.
Indeed.
You know, because y'all might be in different areas of life.
Yeah.
And also the different things that you might do in life. Like you might be a professional, they might just want to be a hustler.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's
That's a part of it. That's a fact.
Sadly.
Anybody else? My bad.
no,
That was a good one, but
that was good. What about toxic friendships?
What you mean?
Toxic friend is?
I'm a
Nigga can't handle toxic friends.
Why
yes,
not?
you can.
Yes,
I'm
you can.
like, yes, you can. I'm gonna tell you why.
You smoking crack?
I'm gonna give you smoking crack. But nah, when women get involved, bro, I don't mean to say it like this.
No, but I know what you mean. You mean like when you in a relationship and shit?
You ain't. No, I'm saying like as males, I'm starting to realize our friendships get toxic when women get involved. And I don't mean to say it like this on like a negative aspect. I'm saying like niggas have different principles of how they handle their women. So if you don't handle yours in a certain way, it can start friction because we all trying to be family at the end of the day.
Right.
So it can start friction, and I think that's a big one when it comes to males. Like and that's talking from experience. So
Women can work the same way as well.
I was gonna say, like, I know I've had friendships where, like, literally one of my best friends, she made a joke, like, when I got in my relationship, and she was like, you know what? I don't got time for you because you don't got time for me as much. Like, you always want to be up under your boyfriend, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's like, realistically, like, now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that made us toxic, but I do think that, of course, the relationship we had when we were both single is not what we're going to have now that I
Exactly.
have a relationship. So, yeah. But, I mean, I think you also need to know what makes something toxic. I don't think, like, that can become toxic
No, that's what I'm
if
saying.
I feel like you, like, are like jealous that I have a boyfriend, or like you don't ever want me around him, or you like get all these weird vibes when I bring him up. But I get your point.
Yeah,
I can see how that can do
that's the broad sense. Of course, it's circumstantial depending on the situation and how you handle it. But the broad sense is just when you me and him been rocking for 10 years, and we've been single, we've been dragging. And I get a woman, shit gonna change. It ain't gonna be the same no more. So it's like now that we not on the same page, you can start looking at it differently, or some situation can make it a little funky. That's all I'm saying. That's when it can start getting toxic.
You think people accept more so that you got a kid versus having a significant other? Like as far as friendship, like as far as the aspect you and Day talk
You know
about,
what?
like
It was crazy. I think it will be the opposite. I think they would accept the significant other more than they would accept the child.
No, I don't agree with that.
Probably. Well, the only reason I say this is because it just depends on what type of friend it is. If you got that friend who's always trying to be outside and all this other type of shit.
Oh, and you still
I was
got
gonna
a
say,
child or
because
something
women-
like that.
we
Be
get
outside.
mad, like, bitch, you pregnant, you got the summertime coming. What the
Right.
fuck we
You
was
can
supposed
still.
Yeah.
You
You
got
feel me?
but
Like-
Summer canceled.
I'm thinking you saying like if he has a child and he not taking care of him or some shit like that, that'd definitely make me say fuck you.
But
nigga.
hell
What you
yeah.
gonna say?
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
That's what I was
But no,
thinking
I was saying like, so like if you got a significant other, you can still be outside with your significant other. You just be outside partying together. But if you got a child, you can be in the house most of the time with
You
your
know
child. If
what's
you really
funny?
want to take care of your child.
I just was watching this video, I think on Twitter the other
Yeah.
day, where this woman was recording herself on live because I think she really didn't feel safe because she was on a girl trip with her friends, and on the last day, her boyfriend, who like also was, I think, in the same city but not on the trip, he like came over to the Airbnb like for a little while to see her. And so he left by the time the video started, but the girl, like one of her friends was like really, really mad, like real life, like angry, like, bitch, we on a girl trip, like why the fuck would you bring him here? And it's like, you just can't be without your nigga for 5 minutes, and everybody in the comments was having mixed reaction, because some people was like, yeah, if it's a girl trip, like you can't be without your nigga for a week, but at the same time, it's like, but why are you this bothered? If I got my own room, I'm in a room with him for like an hour or two, and then he leaves, and it's still just the girls, like,
Yeah,
it's like,
no,
all right,
that's-
now
that's
it's
crazy.
given,
Weird.
That's
because
ridiculous.
when I watched it,
But
I was
it's-
thinking like, this bitch either like that man or she like that girl, because you just a little too emotionally invested. Like, why are you this upset?
People agendas be different, my nigga. She might have something planned, and then it wasn't how it
But
worked
it's
out.
like it's not like the nigga
Planned
came
like
on.
what?
It's
It's
not like the
last
nigga
day.
came on the
She
trip
might
and
want to
stayed
be
there the whole
hoeing
time.
and don't want this nigga to notice that they hoeing. That's
Fuck that. At the-
be
If
100.
I go on
That's
a
what I'm
girl's trip, you ought to just assume I'm ready to do some shit that I'm not ready to do in front of you.
And I respect that.
Fuck no.
But no.
Alright,
No.
hold on, maybe not.
Look, I already Slim. If you didn't believe that when she just said that, are you serious?
No, I'm not saying. But wait, what? Hold up.
He's saying
Wait a minute,
she
do you
saying that
understand
they
what I
gonna
just
be
said?
hoes, nigga.
Okay.
That's what she's saying. They gonna be
what
hoes.
I mean is like,
Ding.
yeah, like it's just
Aw.
the girls. So it's like if I know you and another.
You didn't. I know this nigga wasn't that naive, Slim.
Nah, bro.
I was about to
Nah,
say.
it's not that she fucking other
Right,
guys.
wait.
No, I'm not.
Nah,
I'm not
fucking.
saying-
She just
She
doing
might-
But
her.
I'm just out having a good time with my girls.
She on her bald head hoe
That's
shit.
about
hoe
you.
shit.
She the way she said it. It's like, oh shit.
Bald head hoe shit.
They don't get no hoe shit because we not around.
We out there being
She's shaking ass on the bar.
Nigga freaks, you know what I'm saying?
She's shaking ass on the
Yo,
bar.
he a real life man.
Twerking
Say
outside
this
the
nigga
car.
look good.
Cause he crazy. He the type to pull up, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Shaking ass
Nah,
outside
that
the
ain't
car.
me.
He
Fuck
the type
that.
to look at somebody's story and be like, oh, that's what you doing?
All I'm
For real?
saying
That's
is
what we doing now?
Listen,
All
a
right,
voice
bet.
note.
It's vice
Hell
versa.
yeah.
Get home, your shit outside. Shake your ass to your mama.
D
house.
ain't for that shit.
You in the club. You stressed out in the club.
She gotta shake ass sometimes. Let her get free a little bit.
Right, that's
She's
it.
shaking
Just a
ass
little,
on I-95.
Hell yeah, you don't think they get a little more
Show the
lucid?
tatas and thighs, man.
You telling me? Hold on, not even just dancing or fucking with niggas. You don't think they get a little more lucid with each other? Like, right there, she
Yes, bitch, yes. You feel me? Right.
With the video camera, how they be?
jumping on tables and shit. She ain't know that shit in front of you, nigga.
Leg up, dance with her home.
Let's listen, because I think this hit a little close to home. Let's go.
You ain't never had a good
Nick,
ball
ask
shit.
another question. Exhale. Nick, ask another question, please.
He's a Gemini.
That nigga whole demeanor just switched.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Nigga turned the
Let me
table.
see this bitch on camera.
Nick,
Look at the
ask
first
another
flight out,
question.
you ain't even gonna know.
All right, so give yourselves an example from your personal lives of why y'all ended the friendship.
Why we ended
Yeah, I
it
already
ended
gave you
one.
one, but I get another one.
without using disloyalty?
Nah, just
You-
like the
that was the
example
reason.
of the thing. You ain't gotta give out names or nothing.
Nah,
So
I'm just saying-
what
I'm just-
happened?
Shit,
What-
Disloyalty.
Okay. How did the disloyalty build up?
What?
These niggas,
That's the second version.
to
see.
pussy ass nigga behavior. That's how.
Second
Give me
version.
the
Alright.
2-minute synopsis.
It's like when you got a good heart for people and you do the best you can do, like literally even going against your own. You know what I'm saying? Stick your neck out for certain individuals and they take advantage of that and burn that bridge. So it's like
Fuck burn the brick.
I done did all I can do to try to keep you on track. You feel what I'm saying? And once you burn that bridge, it's like I don't gotta deal with this shit no more, and I'm not gonna keep dealing
This
with this
nigga will be wearing bulletproof vests for people and going to war, and until that nigga shoot him in his back. You feel me? Like, so, and he's that nigga. Like, if this nigga out of all of us say, "Oh, you was also disloyal shit," and you, out of all of us, I really know it's true, cause like. He has the later trigger than everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna stop
the
and
bigger
think like, all
heart,
right,
so he gonna
I'm gonna bust that bitch when I see the first sign. And once you start touching here, I'm bow. He gonna be like, nigga, is you pulling that gun out? Like he gonna be that nigga. Like, so like, you know what I mean? That's him. So when he's saying it's real, I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead, cause you got something you gonna get off your chest. He's still on that other shit. He's still thinking about smacking a bitch. He thinking about smacking a bitch. He ready to text it right now.
He texting right now, bitch. Where you at? I ain't see you posting 24 hours.
Nah, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm joking.
Drop your location.
What's been something that made you end a friendship?
They
Took
took
off
his
the
glasses.
glasses and shit.
Oh, we
I don't know how else to put it, but like, bitch ass nigga behavior. It was. I mean, I had a couple situations, but one of the main ones is probably in my head right now. Is just like we didn't did everything we could, or me personally, because I'm not even gonna talk about nobody else. I'm just talking about me personally. Did everything I could, like literally everything I could, financially, materialistically, all that type of shit, just for basically to get spit in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm not gonna continue to deal with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was another situation where it's like I was talking about earlier, where it was like, if I can listen to you when you calling me, and I'm the type of person, you know, I like to express myself whenever I feel like. I don't like to express myself a lot. When I want to express myself, I gotta get that shit out.
Right.
So if I need to express myself and I feel like I can't call you, if I can't get to you, or it's always, okay, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I'm busy. But whenever you call me, I'm straight on my way, or I'm on the phone, whatever the case is, then it gets to a point where what you here for.
Right. One-sidedness. I get that. Did you have any specific examples in your life?
I would say that there have been people who I feel like we just grew apart. And so for like that reason, it's like respectfully, it's like, all right, you feel me? No bad blood. I'm going to see you when I see you. But I just don't hold you to the same, like in my heart, in the same capacity that I used to.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So yeah, I've had instances like that where people just kind of like, you might have been up here, now you kind of like down here.
Any small specific things led to that in any type of way?
No, like the relationship that I'm thinking about in my mind, it's like, no, there was like nothing bad that took place. We just are two different people now. And I know what I got going on and what you got going on don't really align. So we just, you know, disaligned. I don't know if that's a word, but unaligned. Whatever. You know what I mean? We split. That's my point.
Misaligned.
There
whatever
thank
it is.
you. Thank you.
I say for me, it happened to be like romantic relationships that ended like a lot of other friendships for me along the way. I say that because I put a lot of weight more so on romantic relationships rather than friendships, because I always felt like I knew what my end goal was. So the specific example is somebody that Zoe knows. You might know, I don't know, and you might know, I don't know. But but this specific friend, because I really only had women friends, I feel like, for the most part, like people I hung out with. So I feel like this specific one was like, took it to the point where it's almost like we hanging out all the time. So it's like I'm kind of like a replacement boyfriend, but not your boyfriend. So I feel like that friendship couldn't have lasted with a romantic relationship with the people that I was with at the moment. So that's what ended up ending the friendship. I had to just cut those ties and say, this isn't going to coincide with one another. It's like, if I'm going to pick at the end of the day, I'm going to pick the significant other.
That's very mature of you, because some niggas would try to play the role on both sides and then act dumb when like the girlfriend is like, so you telling me you don't see what this looks like over here from my perspective?
Right.
I respect the fact that you knew you had to, you know, cut it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
For sure.
For sure. Now, audience, won't you tell us out there, how do you feel like when to end a friendship? What are some signs that you see? Do you have any examples out there in the world? Do you agree with anybody in here? And always remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Of course. That's yours. Baby D, take us out with the song of the day.
Today we got No Vaseline by Ice Cube.
I don't know.
Here's what they think about you.
Oh yeah, that is how it
Here's
started.
what they think about you.
Yeah, y'all got
Fuck all y'all.
Y'all said it though.
Oh yeah.
Now you just wet and soft.
Staring with the AK.
Now you see you on the video with Miss Chalet.
Looking like straight bozos. Girl, dude.
Wait.
Something, something. That's why I went solo.
That's why I went solo. Damn, I'm slipping. My fault. Yeah, I'm slipping.
No Vaseline.